Hey everybody, hope you're having a good weekend. I thought I'd do another tutorial. We just did the one showing how to get this ground covering looking like this. So now I thought I'd show you what I'm doing on this track right here. I'm going to pan down this way a little bit. You can see the brown. I'm going to get close up here in just a second. Anyway, let's take a look here. Alright, get that focused in. Alright, you can see how it's kind of faded in spots. That is because I'm hand painting all the ties. It's a simple process. It takes about 15 minutes a section, thereabouts. But anyway, if you look down here on the sides, you can see everything here. And when I get to doing it, I'll show you how that works. There's really some great light and dark areas throughout the whole thing. Well, you can see how that looks, how nice that looks going down that way. And that's all just with an acrylic paint I use. To there. And I got a piece over here that's drying up. It's looking pretty good. So I've got our three main lines here. And it's slowly but surely getting there. So I'm going to set this up and I'm going to show you how I get this kind of an effect. And you can use any brown you want. I use a honey brown, and I'll show you the bottle I use. Some people are going to say this is too light, but I like it because it's a nice contrast against the gray ballast that's going to be going on here. So we'll get this set up, and I'll show you how you do it. Okay, so we got this pretty well set up here. This, as you can tell, it's in scale, but the same thing applies for HO. Only difference is you'd be getting a bigger brush and putting a bigger dollop of paint there to work with. So here's what I work with. This is honey brown from Americana Paints, just plain acrylic. So I'm going to shake it up a little bit. I haven't shaken it since I did those. All right, I'm going to put I'll show you what I've got going here. It's just in my bowl. The paint's in the bowl. All right. I got myself a little thing here of water if I need it, but I usually don't have to because I do dry brushing here. And I keep a bunch of these. This is more of a flat brush. So I generally keep a bunch of these on hand. So I bought this piece of track used. I've already sanded it completely, cleaned it up. I bought this for less than $1 for the section. So once I get done, you saw what it looks like up there. So we're really trying to get into something pretty good for just $1. You just have to put some time in. All right, so I get the paint. Let me show you what I'm doing here. So I get the paint, and then I dab it off. Get the wettest part of it off. So we're going to start right here. Get my light. Now, you want to be aware not to get any on the rail on the inside because you have the flanges of the wheels will go down in there to try to make contact as well. So what I do is I tip it and I paint one way and then I paint the other. So what we do here is I go right up to the spikes, the plate and the spikes. You can see the brown on the paper towel below. Then I tip it this way so I can see it. If you do this, like this, rocking it back and forth like this, you won't get any on the inside part of the rail. So there's no need for masking, none of that. Now, by the time you come down to the end, most of the paint's off, so all I do at this point is whatever paint's left on the brush, I just come and I just work this back and forth here. Just like that. I'll dab it off on a paper towel, get it dry, and then that way I can pull a little more off so you can see some of the black coming through. If you do this, you see the black coming through, then you've done it right, as far as that's for me anyway. Because the ridges that are on here, there's actually have the grooves making it look like wood sleepers. So this actually highlights the grooving. All right, so we're just going to keep going down. So since I've told you everything I've told you, we're just going to probably fast forward this stuff starting about here. Alright, so now we've got the middles all done. So I just do a quick inspection. And I make sure I haven't gotten any on the inside of the rails. And I haven't. Okay. So next step is we've got to do the outside areas here. Basically the same thing. You just load this up again, dab off the excess, and right up to the spikes. I took a little too much off there. And you're going to get a variety of color. Like I said on the other, as you restart, you reload the brush, it'll start to get kind of thin here, so you start to see more black through. You reload it, get bright. And that's perfect. You want those kind of variances, because they're not all the same at all, not even close to being the same. You just want the general tone to be in the right area, but otherwise, each one, you want it to look different, obviously. Overall uniformity, but a lot of individuality. As long as you just keep doing it this way, right up to it, you don't have to worry about the outside rail either. Nope, not getting any on it at all. Now, some people like to even paint the rail. I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, it's fine if you really want to do that. That's perfectly good. All the power to you. But to me, as long as I have the ties done, I think that's pretty good. If I wanted to, I would just get a real thin brush and come on the outside of the rails, on the sides of them, turn them on their ends, or turn them on their sides, and lay a color in, a rusty color of some sort. You can see how fast this goes versus the inside, and what you have to do work here wise on these sides is about equal time for what you did in the middle. You can see I'm moving down this pretty fast. That's looking really nice too. And it's a nice, detail that you can do that's simple. Anybody can do it. And it adds a lot of realism to your layout, or your module, or your display, or whatever you've got going. Almost down to the end here. And then we'll turn it on its side. And we'll do the ends of the ties. And then the other side I'll show it, but we're just going to go into fast forward mode on that. Since I've already explained everything on this side. This being acrylic paint, it dries so fast. So by the time I get done doing this flat part right here on the other side, this side will be completely dry. So now I just got to kind of carefully tip it on its side. And what you got to do here is the dry brushing again. It's hard to see sometimes with the light, so I kind of tip it away from me. We're just getting the ends. And again, you're not covering them fully. You're just doing a hint of the brown on there. You do that, you're going to see black around on edges and stuff, and in the middles, and it's going to give you some really great depth. Now see, this is something you can't achieve with airbrush. Getting this, if you look at this up close, this is really going to look almost real because of what it's doing with the depth on the little black areas mixed in with the brown. It's going to look really sharp. especially when we get the gray ballast up to it. Now see, that was nice. We got a little brighter right there. But then we go a little bit, as the paint starts to empty out of the brush, it goes a little lighter. So you're going to have these light and darks, just like we talked about. When we get done with this, we will put it up on the layout, and you'll see how well it blends into the other. It's going to be brighter than the other because the other one's paint's dried, and this is still wet, and it'll darken up like the other one within a matter, or fully darken up within probably about an hour. All right. Take a look here, see if we want to add any. A few spots here and there. Add a little extra brightness. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to flip around, do the other side. So we're just going to go into fast forward mode as I'm doing that. Okay, so we're done. This piece, we'll clean the brush out here. We'll take a look at it. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to inspect the rails, inside and out. Yeah, we're good. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to go put it up on the layout next to the other one, and we'll show you what it looks like. All right, so here's the new piece. See all the brown we did. I'll bring it down here, and as you can see, it's a beautiful match right into the other one. Pull it back, just like that. And this will darken up as it dries to match this right here. So it looks really, really good. Back up here just a little bit. All right, so I have 6 of the 12 pieces done that I need to do that are going to make up this whole thing right here. So I'll probably do a couple more pieces today, and then I'll call it quits. Anyway, hopefully it gives you some ideas. And again, like I said, you can use any brown you want. You want to make it concrete, make it concrete. However you want to do it. So, and it works the same way for HO as it does N. All right, well, thanks for watching.